What's up, everybody? It's me, Alex Childs, aka Brother Childs, aka him, Reginald Vale Johnson. Hella hyped up today. I don't know why, I'm just feeling good. And when you feel good, your workout is more intense. We finna get intense. Ain't that right, Brother Tim?
Yeah.
That Dutch donut ready to go. Anyway, we got back today, and we're gonna do back and biceps. And Odell talked about doing an ab routine. Now y'all know I don't really touch abs. I don't feel like I need to. My abs are pretty thick, but I mean that just comes from years of development. In high school, I used to hit abs all the time, but we may do abs. So we'll see what happens today. But anyway, one update. I got my pre-workout. So I just jumped on the pre-workout. Mike Rashid's IX3. I will do a more in-depth review on the product, maybe on the next video. So until then, you guys will actually get to see how it hits. The funny thing is, I don't know if these cats are gonna be able to keep up with me, but we gonna see. We gonna keep it humble, get a good workout in. We excited, we juice. We'll see y'all at the gym.
Yes, indeed. Welcome to back day. Some may call it pull day, but unfortunately today was more of a row day. I will try and explain that a little bit more thoroughly for people who don't particularly understand. Anyway, we started off with barbell bent over rows. I am becoming a huge advocate of this lift. Now, to break this down more thoroughly, okay? This is a rowing movement, so it is working back thickness, okay? To get further into it, you have to be very careful with this lift, all right? Well, first off, let me back up a little bit. We decided to do underhand. Now, this is also working the biceps, okay? And they're about shoulder length apart for stability. You have to be very careful with this exercise, all right? Form is critical with this one. You want to have a slight bend in your knees. You want to try and push your lower back to the ground. You want to be as parallel to the ground as possible. If the weight is too heavy, drop weight. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Again, this is a rowing movement, so this is for back thickness. I feel like I need a little bit more thickness in my back. Now again, this is another rowing movement. As I've said, the thickness in my back, I feel like it's lagging a little bit, all right? This is narrow grip T-bar rows. Now, with this as well, you want to be parallel to the ground as much as possible, okay? You want to try and bring the weight up to your mid-abdomen or upper abdomen, whichever you prefer. Unfortunately, it's down to my lower abdomen, so it's not necessarily targeting my upper back. My form is probably not the best, but when you're lifting heavy weight, whose form is going to be dead on? Now, if you're wondering why I'm constantly talking about form at this point in time, the most common injury is the lower back, and that's because of bad form. So I got a bunch of requests about people telling me about form and stuff, so that's why I'm touching on this so much. I mean, look at me right here. My form is all off. We decided to switch to wide grip T-bar rows, and my form, I think it's all off. But that's okay. I've recognized it, so I'm gonna adjust it. All right, so after all the compound lifting, we decided to do some isolation lifts, and we targeted the rear delts. A lot of people you see will hit the machine rear delt flies, or you'll see them maybe sitting down targeting the rear delts. I prefer to stand up, burn more calories. You have to do more work and stabilize yourself. Now, as I'm doing this, you want to be careful not to let the upper lats take over. The upper lats will take over if your elbows are bent too close to your torso. So you want to make sure that the weights are as parallel to your shoulders as possible. Now, as I'm doing this, I'm doing a pronated movement up. That's to really get deep inside of the rear delts. It's almost equivalent to when you see people doing bicep curls with dumbbells and they start supinated and end pronated. So if you haven't tried this lift, I highly recommend it. Okay, off to the seated cable rows. Close grip. Now, this is something you want to do this, but you don't want to follow what we did. We did all rowing movements. You want to try and mix it up, and you want to do some pulling movements also. Lat pull downs, unilateral pull downs, pull-ups, weighted pull-ups, whatever. These type of movements will give you the look you want from the front. It'll make you look wider. Since I feel like my back is not thick enough, I want more thickness. Everything I did was a row. If you're going to hit back, make sure you do an even mixture of pulling movements and rowing movements for equal development of the back. Okay, yeah. Things got real serious at this point. I don't know what happened, but I was just feeling good. And I decided to just make up some random marathon. I don't know, curl marathon. I was feeling really good. But keep in mind, it's back day. And from the moment we did bent over barbell rows, which was underhand, my biceps were already exhausted. I wouldn't say exhausted, but I was definitely feeling the work in my biceps. But I just wanted to beast out, and I did a curl marathon. It was a mixture of reverse curls. So reverse curls is also working my forearm. And actually, this is my first time doing reverse curls with the easy curl bar. And I said, what the hell? I just mixed it up with reverse curls, hammer curls, and pyramids, and drop sets with 70s and 80 pounds. And I just mixed it up. I guess you could say a total case of muscle confusion. Whatever the case, I was feeling good. I just beasted out. Now, there may be some people that get on me and say, what are you doing? And you're not following the right routines. I don't know about no routines at this point. All I know is I was feeling good. I didn't feel like following any regimens. I got a good pump. And after this little marathon, my biceps were taxed along with my forearms. So it worked for me. I mean, every now and then you have to throw some type of imagination in there to kind of switch it up. You don't want to do the same lifts over and over and over. Eventually your body will get used to it and you won't feel nothing. So you got to mix it up. Get a little bit of variation in there. I guess to keep it civilized, you could call it a random superset. You could call it that. I don't know. All I know is I felt like doing whatever I wanted to do, and I did it. And like I said, I got a good pump. That's all that matters in the end. And last but not least, cable wrist curls. You know, I had already beasted out with the reverse curl, so I said, why not? Let's hit the isolation movement strictly for forearms. I'll break this down relatively quick. 20 reps, full range of motion of the wrist, and then I do 20 reps quick for a burnout. 2 sets of this, and I promise you, you'll feel it. But yeah, people, that's what we got. Stay tuned for the next workout. All right, people, that was that good back and bicep day. Real good workout. Plenty of focus, plenty of intensity, good reps, and I believe we did a drop set on every lift and every pull. So yeah, man, real good bicep, or real good back and bicep day. Brother Tim, brother Offset had to shake early, get home quick. Just a few updates. I want to do a video on reasoning for getting in shape, trying to get healthy, going to the gym, lifting weights. You know, what is your reasoning behind that? So I got some things I want to get off my chest. For real, really want to get off my chest. All right. Also, I got the Microsheet pre-workout IX3 Alpha, so I want to give my take, my review on what I think about it. Does it hit? Does it not hit? You know what I'm saying? Also, training for my personal trainer certification, learning a lot on top of what I already know. So I'm just really leveling up. Most certainly leveling up. So pray for me on that one. So I'm still studying for it. Hopefully take the test soon and get it going. You know. But yeah, for post workout, I have some Gatorade for recovery. Have some beef jerky. I ran out of protein powder, so that beef jerky is a good alternative. Low in fat content, plenty of protein. Ain't nothing wrong with alternative. You ain't always got to have a protein shake. There's plenty of other alternatives, all right? Then for the meal, I got some stir fry, vegetables, chicken breast, lightly seasoned. In closing,
This your boy Alex Charles, aka Brother Charles, aka him. Reginald Bell Johnson, representing Brothers United. Comment, like, subscribe. God bless.